Hello and welcome, guys, to Division 3 recap, Week 4. I'm Organized Crisis, and I am with Hindus.
Yeah, that's me. This time Organized Crisis got to do the intro.
Yeah.
I think we are all proud of him. He did it very well.
I did good.
He might be allowed to do it again, but we'll see what you guys think. If it was acceptable. He might even enjoy it more than mine, but we'll see. So let's focus on you guys, because there have been plenty of games played. And
Yeah.
Nurgle, Mergle are no longer undefeated isn't the right word. They are no longer
On a victory streak.
yeah, they have no longer only victories.
I got
The
a draw.
Mustang BBC got a draw, and I'm rather impressed by that.
Should we start with that match?
Sure, let's take a look at Nurgle, Mergle, Urgle.
Yeah.
Ooh, what happened to the dirty player? Is he dead? No, only MG. Team still looking strong. Do you spot any level ups? Mr. Runford got guard, I believe. Could that be true? Yes, he did.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's not quite useful for running with the ball. But guard is always nice to get on the rotor. You use the rotor as long as you can. Use the guard.
Yeah. For the mean value, I would have gone for print.
Yeah, but not everybody plays for the memes.
True.
Oh, I think Beast of Nurgle died, because now we have Puppy of Puppy's Puppy. Yeah, 0 matches played. That's quite rough.
Yeah, that's right.
Poor Puppy's Puppy.
I wonder if this guy dies as well.
Yeah, he'll run out of space for the name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it doesn't hurt that much. He had the cash to replace it, and it wasn't exactly that much developed. I believe it had stand firm, and that's it. So, not too big of a loss there.
No.
Although it will be hard to catch back up in cash, since spidering expenses will be quite some hindrance for the Nurgle.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, let's take a look at Noru. Did he pay with the life of a blitzer? Oh, everything still looks alive. Only M&G, so kudos to Noru here.
Yeah.
Not a bad win, and I think the rest of the division will be very happy with that result.
Yeah. That's well played, Noru.
Let's see, did he pick up any levels?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Not Galar. Yeah, Galar level up.
That's why. I won't believe it. Yeah, some tech.
Petit Galar got Stackle.
Yeah, it's a nice choice. Might be around the time to reconsider having him, though. He is getting a little bloaty for a lineman with movement 5.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not that bad team value wise. I think it doesn't hurt. So might as well keep him around until he gets another permanent injury.
Yeah.
Other than that, not too much to say. Again, very impressed with the draw here from Naru.
Mm-hmm.
So, shall we move on?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at the Nordic Nooblets, because they beat Yop.
Oh.
the one-man show, showing that Björn Ironside clearly is better than Job. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Did we spot anything new? I think Barbecue Penguin might have gotten some SPP. Yes, he did. He got most of it. Ragnar Lockbrock got some SPP as well. Guard on Dirty Player is interesting, but you don't say no to a guard on a Norse team.
True.
Yeah, nice win. Some nice SPP here for the Norse.
Yeah.
But not much changed. So let's take a look at what's left of Job's team. The Scholars of Olga Hampshire. Everything's still alive.
Nice.
I was hoping for more deaths. But that might only be me. Well, was that ogre missing? Might be a little too early to say everything's still alive. I think we're missing an ogre. Yes,
yeah,
we have a death.
Oh, wow.
Immorticus Rukios got the MVP and died for it. Poor ogre.
That's sad.
We got too ahead of ourselves. Mostly me, but you got drawn into it.
Yeah, but still, as long as Job is alive, I'm happy.
Yeah. We need new memes. Job needs to die. we need a strength 4 Nobler. That's where it's at. You know, actually 5, who cares about that? We need a strength 4 Nobler. A strength 3 Nobler.
Yeah, strength 3 is the way to go. Strength 3 Mighty Blow. Nobler.
Yeah, and let's give him horns. I know that's not possible, but that would be sick. Okay, let's see. Let's move on to the Bitten Heroes, because they're next up in line in the team selection queue. How did they play? They got a win over Missus Cave. I'm impressed as well.
Yeah. It's awesome for R40.
Ooh, that's a lot of SPP for the VAMs. 12, 14, 17, 22 SPP.
Did Count America level up?
No, he didn't get any SPP. He's been sitting there for a while, actually, I believe.
Yeah.
So nothing much changed, other than taking home a win against one of the frontrunners of the division, which is very nice for Aero 40, and he's now sitting at a 2-1-1 record, which really is quite good.
Yeah.
Let's take a look if any of the ASCII Reds died. Ooh, that's a gutter runner. And he got movement busted. I'll take it.
I like it.
Yeah, gutter runner's getting movement busted. Beautiful. Sadly, it was not the natural one-turner, but you can't have everything.
Sure.
Line with Dirty Player leveled.
Yep.
Might just be Rebbl. He doesn't have a replacement right now. So, also I'm not sure if he's willing to sell one of the Escarats, so that might also be a factor. I think Rebbl is the best pick on him, but that's only me.
Yeah. Rebbl or... Yeah, no, I think Rebbl is the best skill.
Let's take a look at the statistics. The Reds actually had decent ball possession, but damn, 8 KOs inflicted, 5 injuries conflicted. That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
Wait a second. How can they have 8 KOs inflicted and only 6 KOs sustained on the other side? Does that count for all KOs as well? It looks like it. Interesting. Blood Bowl, get your statistics in order. That's confusing people. Unacceptable. Ooh, 41 bloodlust successes and only 4 failures. I know what happened this game.
Oh, I think I know why it's 8 KOs inflicted and only 6 sustained. Maybe it's because of piling on.
That is...
Like you block
could be
someone, you
true.
inflict
Yeah, it
KO,
could
and
be
then you
true.
pile on and it becomes like an injury or something instead.
That might be true as well. So stop piling on. Anyway, next up we have the Suffragettes, coached by Ninja Bread Man. And they lost to the RR Mafia Mumble-Rats. That's rather disappointing for Ninja Bread Man. But again, the Amazons are at a TV where it gets really hard for them to be competitive, especially when they have to compete against some buffed up Skaven teams.
Yeah.
We spot any levels? Anything curious?
Did Hippolyta level up?
Could be, but I think that was last time.
Okay.
Yes, Mo Moflem got the MVP. And that's just a line woman. Mo Moflem. That's a weird name. I just leave it at that. That's simply a weird name.
Yeah.
Don't tell me not to judge. I'll judge as much as I want. Storm Vermin leveled up. What would we give him? Yotaya. Tackle, Mighty Blow, and Pile On? If it's another normal, you're kinda running out of skills.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I'd give him Juggernaut. Just because as rats you really don't want to expose your Storm Vermin, and if you get both downs you can get stuck, and then you really don't want it, and you're forced to 3+ dodge out.
Yeah, true. Or guard maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, will you really be using guard on a Storm Vermin?
No, but this team has 0 guards, so...
Yeah, it's a Skaven team, and they don't really need guards that much.
I don't know.
At least not on a Vermin, I believe. You don't want to use a Vermin as a support piece.
No.
Other than that, there's still a natural one-turner, still disgusting. Anything here did he level or was it last time? Let's take a look. Yotaya got 13 SPP, Sorcerer 3, and Kuro got some SPP. Now, if I was any good with names and remembering names. Sorcerer? Oh, Sorcerer leveled. He got Tackle. That's pretty good on our Wretch piece. And Kuro, he was sitting at that already. So I think that's a good choice. Still a really strong Skaven team. Kumo's turn is now sitting at what record? 2-1-1. Also still quite close to the top. Not bad, not too bad. Now next up we have the Snot Battery, coached by Captain J. Yossarian.
Yep.
And looks like he lost to the one team stronger than his team in the division.
Yeah, Fire Stars.
Yeah, I can see how it can go very wrong against some chaos as owners. Let's see. Did Henry O'Hurl get some SPP? Huxley Hovlo Point was the only one to get some SPP, and it was the MVP. We have 4 expulsions on the Ogre side of things. That's interesting.
Oh, wow. Huh.
So, where are you? I think he got fired. Gets the MVP levels and gets fired.
Yeah.
Poor Huxley Hollow Point.
No, Huxley Hollow Point is there. He's in between the ogres.
Ah, he's hiding. He got
Yeah,
shown.
he's hiding.
Can't
He's
just put him
hiding.
between the ogres. That's way too confusing for me.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, think nothing out of the ordinary. The other assault was probably expected.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at the drug abusing team in the division. I mean, how else would you call them? Just look at them. Just look at them. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Rise Fell got the MVP. Rail also got some SPP. But it's only Rise Fell who leveled, and he got Block. Very sensible choice. Turns out Block is a really good skill, and you should get it. Yeah, getting a little better each game. Getting a little bit more competitive and not only strong.
Yeah. So we got a beastman named Puffin.
Yeah, we had them for a while.
Ah.
We talked about last time that we missed it time earlier.
Yeah. True. It's just my memory. I'm starting getting old, okay?
Yeah, clearly he's still using him as LOS fodder, and that's not very nice, because how is he supposed to get SPP that way? Gracie,
Wow,
you need to feed him some SPP.
If you named him Tukin, he could be an LOS fodder. But...
Yeah, clearly, but not a Puffin. Puffins deserve better. And the Firestars are now actually right up there with 3-0-1.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
No, not bad at all.
Then let's go to the Brutal Geometry team. How did they play? They won against the Cold One Cannibals. Probably expected the matchup, Nurgle against Lizards.
Yeah.
And they
Especially with all this claw and mighty blow.
Yeah, still looking strong. I don't spot any levels on the first look. Ooh, Tallest got a level. Mr. Roll level there. Tallest, where are you? Ah, he got guard. Well, what is it with 30 player guard pieces today?
But didn't maybe Stabbing Vector level up?
Stabbing Vector. Could be. Let's take a look. No, he was one out of 4 pieces who didn't get any SPP that game.
Ah, okay.
All the other had quite a nice time and got them some development.
Yeah.
Strong looking Nurgle team, picking up wins again after he beat lost against some of the heavyweight players in the division. Yeah. And I think it will continue going this way for this team.
Yeah.
Now, on the other end of the beating were the Cold One Cannibals, and it wasn't the only beating they were going to sustain, because they had a quite rough week 5 game. Let's just put it at that. And why does he have so many skinks? Who has 7 skinks on the lizard lineup?
This guy does.
It hurts. It hurts.
Why wouldn't you? They die like flies and they're only good touchdown scores. He needs skinks, many of them.
Mm-hmm. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to be mean. So let's take a look at the Stuco Chores. What do we have here? They also played their week 5 matchup already. And in the week 4, they won against the Dwarfs, against Hustler's Dwarfs, which was probably rather expected. We knew from last time Hustler wasn't exactly hyped up for the match.
No.
But it looks like we took some damage in the following week. Ooh, Niggle on the strength piece. Or did he had that before and now it's only MG? Could also be true. Looks like our ball carrier got agility busted. That's not nice. Still a good looking Chaos Dwarf team.
Yeah.
Probably not quite on the same level as our Division 3 and Division 6 Dwarf team, but still looking good. And take the Chaos Dwarf blocker and move him to the other Chaos Dwarf blockers. He will be much more comfy there.
Yeah. It
Can't
makes
just,
everything a little bit easier for us as well.
can't just expect the Chaos Dwarf blocker to mingle around with the dirty hobgoblins.
No.
Now let's see if Hustler lost some development. I know he also played his week 5 game already. But everything is still looking strong. Mr. Moustache 2 was still around. Mr. Wall 2? Did he play only one game to get implement sheet? No, he played 2 games.
Ooh.
Yes, there's still a Wolf team, very much so.
Yeah.
Lots of guard, lots of stand firm, lots of mighty blow.
Yeah.
Can't complain at all.
No.
And his week 5 match was quite good if you want a little spoiler for next week. So all evening out for Hustler.
Well, it was good for Hustler, but well, everybody else.
Now let's take a look at the leaderboard, because at the top we still have Nurgle and Norse, surprisingly. Didn't exactly expect them to be up there at the start of the season.
No.
And Chaos Dwarves and Chaos are there as well. The Skaven are slacking off a little bit. But of course they also...
Chaos and Chaos have played one more game though.
Yeah, they also have one less game played. But still, you need to get your shit together, Skaven coaches. Can't accept a performance like that. And if you perform like that, at least let your natural one turner die, because that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Ogre teams at the bottom, sadly. I'm sure they will face each other at some point, and at least one gets the win.
Yeah.
Now, on to the predictions. Now, I'm not going to be boring and predict the last 2 matches. Who would do such a thing? I didn't totally just do that in Division 6, so... First up, we have the Scholars of Ogre Hampshire against Nurgle, Murgle, Urgle. Do we think Yob is enough to beat the crazy buffed up Murgle team?
It would be fun, but I don't think it's enough now.
Yeah, me neither.
Those Nurgle, Murgle, Urgle will probably destroy some ogres, yeah.
They will gurgle.
They will gurgle.
Nordic Nooblets against the Bitten Heroes.
I'm gonna give it to the Norse there, the Nordic Nooblets.
I'm actually... Yeah, they had a good Bloodlust game last time. I think this time it's time to bite some thralls again, so yeah, Nordic Nooblets.
Yeah.
Mustang BBC against the Suffragettes.
Oh, the Mustang BBC is on a roll now, so
I mean, they did draw a bunch of times in a row. I'm not sure if I would call it a roll quite,
but he played against some hard teams to play against though, so
True.
He have beaten the odds to be fair, so
I'll go with a draw. That seems reasonable.
I'm gonna say Mustang BBC. They're tired of drawing now. They gotta win.
I think it's also time for Mizu to strike back and take another win. I don't think Ogres will have the tools to deal with this game.
That's true.
A pretty easy prediction, I'd say. Now watch me be wrong. And then we have another Nurgle against Skaven matchup.
Yeah, brutal geometry. I'm gonna give it to them. They're gonna kill some Skaven players. Score a touchdown or two.
I'm gonna go with draw. I think the Nurgle will be getting close to a pitch clear, but Skaven will do Skaven bullshit, and that's how we end up with a draw.
Yeah.
That
And Fire Stars versus the Stupid Shorts. I'm gonna guess that Fire Stars will 0 because I'm super lame.
clearly the Dwarves will win that one. How can you not have no faith in the Dwarves? Anyway, I believe that's it for the week.
Yeah.
Now,
So,
you did the intro, now you also get to do the outro.
yeah. Good luck, coaches. And thank you for playing games so hinders and we can talk about games instead of weird stuff.
Yeah, it's much easier to talk about games instead of not talking about games.
Yeah.
But keep it a notch down, you don't need to play right there on Thursday. Give us a little space to do the recap.
Yeah. So, good luck and have fun.
Yeah, see you guys next week.
See ya.
Goodbye.